Her teams won 460 games, including 3 NCAA tournament berths and 7 state titles. She was Conference Coach of the Year 3 times and was 4-time national president of the Women's Basketball Coaches Association. But after a decade which saw her team post only 3 winning seasons, including a school record-low 8 wins this season, Jill Hutchinson says it's time to say goodbye.
Certainly my decision is greatly influenced by the lack of success that we have experienced, and this program demands better.
Hutchinson became head women's coach at ISU in 1970, at a time when most colleges didn't even have women's programs. 2 years later, the first ever National Women's Collegiate Tournament was held at ISU's Horton Fieldhouse, an event organized by Jill Hutchinson, who remembers a time when gender equity was only a dream.
I mean, if we had anybody watching the games, it was just other faculty just happened to be walking through the gym. We set up the chairs, we cleaned the floor, we put them away, we had cookies and punch afterwards. You know, it was the consummate play day series.
But according to Pat Summitt, coach of the 2-time defending NCAA champion Tennessee Volunteers, it was Hutchinson who helped things change.
Certainly when the game was in our early infancy stages, and then we needed people to believe in the sport and promote the sport and just really give. And I see Jill Hutchinson as a real giver.
Hutchinson's efforts to boost women's college basketball continued into the 80s and 90s. She wrote the book on coaching women's basketball, literally authoring the defining textbook entitled Coaching Women's College Basketball Successfully. She also testified before the Knight Commission during its mid-90s hearings on reforms to aid student athletes. And according to ISU Athletic Director Rick Greenspan, she was the driving force in Illinois State being selected to host the NCAA Midwest Regionals. Hutchinson says the best thing about her 28-year career has been her ability to have an impact on student athletes. She says she deeply regrets not giving one outstanding player the chance to shine in the national spotlight.
I strongly regret not having put a winning team on the floor the last 2 years. Not giving Jenny Schmidt a chance to play in the NCAA tournament. She deserved it. She earned it. I'm sorry it didn't happen.
The regret and the feelings of, not making it to the NCAA tournament are mutual, because I wanted to get her there as much as, she wanted to get me there. And if anybody wanted to win as badly as I did, it was Jill Hutchinson. And I could see all year, our record and our losing streak was kind of eating at her.
Schmidt hopes to play in the WNBA or professionally overseas. 2 of Hutchinson's players won Olympic gold medals, Charlotte Lewis in 1976 and Kathy Boswell in 1984. And through 28 years as head coach, all of Hutchinson's senior players left ISU with a diploma. One theory on the lack of Hutchinson's on-court success recently is that the coaching legend's pioneering efforts opened the door for other programs, which ironically may have increased competition and helped make Hutchinson's job getting victories tougher. But according to Illinois State Associate Athletic Director Linda Herman, a longtime Hutchinson friend, there were other reasons.
This is a cliche, but recruiting is the name of the game. And probably some things caught up to them in the recruiting that they wish that they could have turned around, maybe done a little bit better. We had a little bit of a more turnaround with players, and lost some continuity. Got injury riddled a little bit.
Lisa Robinson was a longtime assistant coach to Hutchinson and one of her recruiters before spending last season as a high school head coach. She recalls Hutchinson's humility and her sense of humor.
One time we were late for a recruiting trip, and we couldn't possibly get our clothes changed in time, so we changed our clothes in the car. Driving in the car. And then we switched positions in the car so the other person could change their clothes. I mean, here's Jill, this highly regarded national figure, switching places with me, driving the car.
And Christy Crowley, a junior on the Redbird basketball team, speaks for many current and former players who say the veteran coach has been much more than just a coach.
I just love the lady to death. She's a role model. Every time I have a problem, I go in and talk to her. She's always there to help. She's not only a motherly figure, she's a friend, and she's just always there, very supportive.
Athletic Director Rick Greenspan says Hutchinson will remain on staff as an assistant for special projects. He says she'll play a major role in choosing her successor, something that is likely to happen by the end of the month. And Greenspan says he is committed to funding a $100,000 endowed scholarship for women's basketball at ISU, a scholarship that will bear the name of retired head coach Jill Hutchinson. I'm Willis Kern, WGLT News.